Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Got a beer here that was gifted to me by my friend Justin at work. Another Svyturys beer. This is Baltas, the White. This is a Hefeweizen, an unfiltered wheat beer. Whoa, 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 whoa. And again, product of Lithuania. Okay, so this is fun. Let's get into this and see what this has to offer. The other one was good. I liked it for what it was. There you go. Over there. Shake it up. See how unfiltered it actually is. Let's give it the rest of the way. Ugh. See, look at that. Ugh. God, I hate that. God, I hate that. This probably would have been fine if I didn't drink it like you're supposed to drink it. It just looks horrid. That looks disgusting. See that? I don't know if you can see. I don't think you can see all the things that are actually in it. It looks horrible, but they do not like appetizing at all. It doesn't look like anything I want in my mouth. I just said it. Let's pour all the rest away in because I don't think I'm going to drink it anyway. See what else comes out. Okay, look at that. Look at that shitstorm. That is nasty. That does, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I never have been a big fan of people that don't know how to make sedimentation the proper way. That just looks... Usually with some German beers, you get sedimentation like this if they're making really... Yeah, I'm not really into that. Usually get like sedimentation like this if they make those really dark Hefeweizen, like dunkles Weizens and stuff like that. And I don't, hey guys, how you doing? I never pour the sedimentation in because I got bit on that once and it was such a slimy, molluscule, disgusting thing that didn't shake up properly and form that nice haze. So I never actually poured another sedimentation in a dark beer like that ever again because I'm not chancing it, and I don't like the... I mean, once I find it visually displeasing, I don't want to drink it. So, yeah. But this one is the first time I've ever got something this bad in a regular Hefeweizen. Splat attack. Splat attack. Well, I didn't expect that today. I'm just letting it settle, if you know what I mean. I'm just trying to see if maybe the carbonation that's in it will help break it up a little bit. Poured it all over my damn table, like you do. Trying to give this beer the benefit of the doubt, and trying to see if I let it settle a little bit, some of the bigger stuff will float to the bottom, and some of the smaller stuff will break up, and, you know, just trying to give it a fair go, like you do. Trying not to hate on it all of a sudden. The Märzen that they did is a little bit different, more that kind of Central European take on big lagers and stuff, but it wasn't bad. So I'd like to see what this has to offer. I'm just trying to see about letting it breathe, I guess, if you will, and see if it can get a little less of the sedimentation kind of. It's getting smaller. I think most of it, yeah, most of the big stuff looks like mold on the bottom of the glass. I'm sorry I didn't see that comment. Oh, hey, Peter. Yeah, very displeasing. Very. But most of the big stuff is gone now. There's a little fish food left over, but let's give it a go. Earthy, peppery, clove, banana. Very wheat, of course, coming forward. A little zesty, hint of orange. Something reminds me of a lemon or orange. Yes. Smells great. Let's get into it. Cheers. Surprisingly, it's a bit watery. It's a bit thin, especially like the flavor compounds are a little bit, just a little bit thin, a little watered down almost. It doesn't taste bad at all. Wheat, hint of that bubble gum. If we ever talk about it, always reminds me of juicy fruit bubble gum. Bubble gum's a little bit of coriander, clovey. Lost a little bit of that, like. I lost a little bit of that orange peel that I got in the nose. I lost a little bit of that, but that more bubblegummy kind of flavor came out. Extremely easy to drink and extremely approachable for the style. It's not too in your face. Like I said, it's kind of a little watery aspect to the muted flavors of the front part of the palate. And then after you drink it, you get a little bit more of that bubblegum, coriander, hit of clove, earthiness. But it's not a bad beer. The only thing that I can say, the number one thing that I can say that I don't dislike about the beer is the sedimentation not being able to stir up and form a nice cloudy, soft haze and not dump in like you were just peeling potatoes on top of it. You know what I mean? Like it's that being said, it's not that bad. It's definitely not the best interpretation of the style that I've had. It certainly isn't far exceeding the worst. But yeah, it's an okay beer. It's one of those ones that I'm gonna push close to that middle ground area where it's not good, not bad. I've had a lot better. I've had a lot worse. So you guys done drinking it, you have to look back to see what came up while you're drinking it. Ooh. Is Cthulhu down there, rising from the depths? You gotta look. I got a hair on my glass. Approachable, disgusting on the sedimentation, but other than that, very approachable. Life lesson: don't pour the sedimentation in. Try to keep it as clean as possible. You'll lose a little of the body though. The funny thing is with that sedimentation, maybe if the sedimentation was properly dissolved into the beer the way, you get a little bit more of a flavor and less muted, and you'd also get more of a body and less muted. It's a nice low medium body. It has the flavor characteristics and compounds I am getting are traditional. They're just muted. They are very pleasant, just muted. Again, I mean, good job to Lithuania for trying these great German styles and stuff, the Märtzens and the Hefeweizens and stuff. I like to see that. So they're not just doing alco pops and 12%, super lagers, which I like a super lager. Sometimes I'll tell you what, it sounds kind of gross or whatever, but Central European and Eastern European super lagers, some of them are actually pretty damn good. Some aren't. But I don't know. Pretty interesting. I don't know if Dean's had this one. Dean had the last one. I'm not sure if Dean's ever had this one. But, yeah. I don't know. I kind of leaves me speechless sometimes. I'm just complimenting on, contemplating on it. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna throw it in the Yinling category. I'm gonna throw it a 5 out of 10. It's not good, and it's not bad. If you saw this, and all the rest, that the only thing left was all macros and stuff like that, like I use with Yinling, I'm like, I would drink a Yinling before I drank any macro stuff. So, same thing with this one. I would drink this if this was on tap or this was in a bottle. Yeah, give me that. That's fine. If I could get a fresher bottle of this or something where I'd like to get, if I had 2 bottles, that'd be great. That one I could just pour one right now, clear, and try it to see what it is. But you've had this one. I agree. Honest, nothing special. It's good, but nothing special. I'm just gonna throw it, like, out of all the easy to approach Hefeweizens, this is one of the better ones as far as macro ones and all the ones I've had. Now, obviously, there's a lot of companies who do Hefeweizens amazingly well, and they're all in the upper echelon, upper tier area. I don't find this offensive, but I don't find it good into that range. So I'm going to throw it right in the 5 category. I don't want to insult the beer, but that's where I'm going to put this. The Svyturys, found in 1784. The unfiltered wheat beer that unfortunately I think tipped the scales from the first mixed up pour. That might be on me and my odd taste of aesthetics with beer. Maybe that's my fault. But Raining on Your Parade kind of shouted me in the same direction that it's good, but nothing. It's not that good, not that bad. Right in the kind of middle ground, but easily approachable. Something that I think people would like if they tried. Just watch that sedimentation. Put a fucking tea strainer or something on top of it before you pour it in. Some of those look literally like big, just folds of a shaped potato just floating in the ground. Like, what the fuck am I looking at? So, but I did give it a lot of time to let a lot of that sedimentation go in my belly, and also to kind of I don't know, just emulsify. Look at that, stirred that shit right up again. It's still down there. It's like Goldschlager. This is Goldschlager's ancient uncle from Lithuania. So they were down there. They were hiding. They were dwelling in the depths, resting for the chance to come up and attack the world. It's snow globy. It is. I should play some Christmas music right now. Yeah. Old town and Bime, old town and Bime. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yeah. I'm done. Pretty much, I'm done. I'm going to do a different beer after this. There you go. See? I'm going to do another beer after this. I'm going to give this in a 5. I'm just going to put it in the 5 category because, for God's sakes, it's not offensive. The aesthetic portions of this beer was super offensive. But the rest of the beer is not offensive. It's easily approachable. The only thing that really... This beer could be a lot better. I would have graded this a beer a lot better if the flavors weren't so watery and muted. So I am judging it by the beer. If you taste it, you would understand what I'm talking about. But there's no off. There's nothing off about the beer. They're just so... The front part of it's very watery and very muted. And it has a lot to be desired. But I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Because my scale isn't like a school scale. Like, I don't understand the concept of grading beer by school scale. Because everything under a 67 is a fail. I grade beer on the fuck scale. 1 to 10. I'll fuck a 1 if I have to. But I'd rather fuck a 10. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna grade it on that. But anyway, this has been Paul from PABrewNews with the Baltas from Svyturys from Lithuania. Be back in about 10 minutes. Cheers. Bye-bye.